Friends, welcome. This is day 83 of 730. Today we're reading the rest of chapter 17 of Leviticus and also chapter 18. From the New Living Translation, it reads, Give them this command as well. If any native Israel or foreigner living among you enters or offers a burnt offering or a sacrifice but does not bring it to the entrance of the tabernacle to offer it to the Lord, that person will be cut off from the community. And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you eats or drinks blood in any form, I will turn against that person and cut him from the community of your people. Verse 11, For the life of the body is in the blood. I have given you blood on the altar to purify you, making you right with the Lord. It is the blood given in exchange for a life that makes purification possible. 12, That is why I have said to the people of Israel, You must never eat or drink blood, neither um, you nor foreigners living among you. And 13, And if any native Israelite or foreigner living among you goes hunting and kills an animal or bird that is approved for eating, he must drain its blood and cover it with earth. 14, The life of every creature is in its blood. That is why I have said to the people of Israel, You must never eat or drink blood, for the life of any creature is in its blood. So whoever consumes blood will be cut off from the community. 15, And if any native born Israelite or foreigner eat the meat of an animal that died naturally or was torn up by wild animals, they must wash their clothes and bath themselves in water. They will remain ceremonially unclean until evening, but then they will be clean. 16, But if they do not wash their clothes and bath themselves, they will be punished for their sin. That now chapter 18. Then the Lord said to Moses, Give the following instructions to the people of Israel. I am the Lord your God. So do not act like people in Egypt, where you used to live, or like the people of Canaan, where I am taking you. You must not imitate their way of life, for you must obey all my regulations and be careful to obey my decrees. For I am the Lord your God. 5. If you obey my decrees and my regulations, you will find life through them. I am the Lord. 6. You must never have sexual relations with a close relative, for I am the Lord. 7. Do not violate your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. You must not have sexual relations with her. 8. Do not have sexual relations with any of your father's wives, for this will violate your father. 9. Do not have sexual relations with your sister or half sister, whether she is your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born into your household or someone else. 10. Do not have sexual relations with your granddaughter, whether she is your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, for this will violate yourself. 11. Do not have sexual relations with your stepsister or daughter of any of your father's wives, for she is your sister. 12. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister, for she is your father's close relative. 13. Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, for she is your mother's close relative. Do not violate your uncle, your father's brother, by having sexual relations with his wife, for she is your aunt. 15. Do not have sexual relations with your daughter in law. She is your son's wife, so you must not have sexual relations with her. 16. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife, for this will violate your brother. 17. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman or a daughter, with both a woman and her daughter, and do not take her granddaughter, whether her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter, and have sexual relations with her. They are close relatives, and this would be a wicked act. 18. The wife, while your wife is living, do not marry her sister or have sexual relations with her, for they would be rivals. 19. Do not have sexual relations with a woman during a period of menstruation, of menstrual impurity. 20. Do not defile yourself by having sexual intercourse with your neighbor's wife. 21. Do not permit any of your children to be offered as a sacrifice to Moloch, for you must not bring shame on the name of God. I am the Lord. 22. Do not practice homosexuality, having sex with another man or with a woman. It is a detestable sin. 23. A man must not defile himself by having sex with an animal, and a woman must not offer herself to a male animal to have intercourse with it. This is a perverse act. 24. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, for the people I am driving out before you have defiled themselves in all these ways. 25. Because the entire land has become defiled, I am punishing the people who live there. I will cause the land to vomit them out. You must obey all my decrees and regulations. You must not commit any of these detestable sins. This applies both to native-born Israelites and the foreigners living among you. 27. All these detestable activities are practiced by people of the land where I am taking you, and this is how the land became defiled. 28. So do not defile the land and give it reason to vomit you out. As it will vomit you out, it will vomit out the people who live there now. 29. Whoever commits any of these detestable sins will be cut off from the community of Israel. 30. So obey my instructions and do not defile yourself in the community of any of these by committing any of these detestable practices that were committed by the people who lived in the land before you. I am the Lord your God. And until we meet again tomorrow, stay blessed.